As Alice Barr just reported, some economists expressing concerns over the short-term pain tariffs may cause. Some say it could lead to a recession.
But what are the metrics for declaring a recession, and how close are we? News 10 NBC's Hailie Higgins is going in depth on the topic this morning. Hailie, how do economists measure a recession?
Well, first and foremost, it's something that's unavoidable in a healthy economy. Economists say it's one of the stages in an economy's life cycle. We go through the growth to the peak to the recession and then to recover over and over and over again. Now, the signs of what a recession is indicate negative growth. Unemployment rises and businesses slow down. That's negative growth. Now, most agree this has to happen for 6 months or 2 economic quarters to get that recession label. So we would need 6 months of low stocks and high unemployment and other downturned economic activity. There's a group that has officially declared each recession since the 70s. That's the National Bureau of Economic Research. Recessions are famously hard to predict ahead of time because when you're talking about something as big and complicated as an economy, no one knows what incoming current events could shake it all up. The pandemic spurred a brief recession that ended quickly. Now, 2008, a bit of a different story. That one was much longer. But recession periods are followed by recovery and then again, eventual growth. As I said, that's the life cycle it takes. The question here is if during this downturn, the tariffs will prompt that industry shift back to American shores. That's the idea behind why we would go through that, why the administration is peddling long-term gain. But in the meantime, if we get into a full-blown recession, we may have to deal with higher interest rates, lower employment, and a stock market that stays a little lower.
Thanks, Hailie. So let's talk about stocks. We've heard about a bear market. Walk us through what that is and how it comes into play here.
Well, there's a metric for measuring that too, and it's usually a 20-point fall for one of the 3 major stock indexes, Dow Jones, NASDAQ, or S&P 500. And they call it a bear because it's hibernating when the numbers are low. History says bear markets can take a couple of months to a couple of years to bounce back, whether or not we're in a recession. Now, many advisors say if you can ride it out, otherwise, you guarantee yourself that loss.
All right, Hailie, thank you.